series of reports on the recent floods as communities groan under the impact of it. We've seen prominent cases recorded in places like Bayelsa, but the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry says that riverine area isn't even the worst affected as Nigerians scrutinize the interventionist program of the ministry. Claims of an asymmetrical intervention and relief distribution to the south were among pivotal issues the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs reacted to as she anchored the week's ministerial briefing.
We have taken intervention to Bayelsa, and it's still ongoing. We are using the Nigerian Air Force to access the inaccessible areas. But it will also interest you to know that Bayelsa is not even amongst the 10 most hit. I think Jigawa is number one. We are working with the local authorities, with the affected communities to gather this data of the affected persons.
According to the ministry, states in the top 10 ranking as at October 24 are Jigawa with a death toll of 91, Anambra 77, and Yobe recording 59. Indices like the number of deaths, persons affected, displaced, and injured per state, among others, was used.
And also other directors.
12,000 metric tons of grains have been approved by the president for distribution, but the federal government acknowledged that the nation's food security may have been heavily impacted.
We are doing the assessment of those farmlands that are destroyed, and we submit our report to the Food Security Council, which is being chaired by His Excellency Mr. President, and the Vice Chair is His Excellency the Governor of Kebbi State. So once that is done, we'll know the next step to take, but definitely farmers will be compensated. Those that lost their means of livelihoods will also be compensated.
The ministry now plans to operationalize its flood emergency plan to engender swifter responses going forward. From the presidential villa, Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.